Okay, here we are in the next video. I'm going to tell you that the domain here is -4 to +3, both with brackets, and the range is -2 to +4. So if you got that, that's excellent. You could probably feel good about what you're doing. If you did not get that, what I did was I drew my x values from -4 to +3, and then I said when I put a -4 in, I do have an output, so -4 gives me a y value. That's a check. Therefore we have a bracket at -4. Okay. Here, right here, we're talking about inputs being included. We're talking about our domain. Goes all the way to 3. Is there a y value that accommodates an input of 3? And that answer is yes as well. Therefore, we have a bracket at +3. Now let's talk about our range. Our range goes as low as -2 and as high as +4. And here, is there, we're looking at -2, right? So is there an x value that gives me a coordinate value for y of -2? And indeed there is. Right there. It's -4, -2. Therefore -2 is included. That's a bracket. And the same thing here. 4 is an output. That's a closed circle at +4. Therefore 4 is included. Okay, the next one, our answer here for our domain is -4 to -2, parenthesis on the left, bracket on the right, and our range is -4 to +4, bracket on the left, parenthesis on the right. Here's our domain, goes from -4, I'm sorry, -5, I can't count. I bet you were wondering if I was going to catch that. And this is a great example of why we use highlighters. It helps identify when our eyes see a number and it's not correct. -5 to -2. -5 on the left, -2 on the right. -2 gives me a closed circle out, but -5 gives me an open circle. So -5 is a parenthesis, -2 for the domain is a bracket. Going to our range, we go from -4 to +4. -4 to +4. -4 indeed is an output. However, +4 is not an output. That's the reason we have the bracket on the left and the parenthesis on the right. In this graph, we go from -2 to +2, both with parentheses. And our range goes from +2 to +4. +2 is a bracket because 2 is an output on the graph. However, 4 is not an output on the graph. And then number 8, on the left, -5. On the right, -1. -5, -1. -5 definitely has an output on the graph, so -5 is an input. That gives us an output. And -1, although it doesn't give us an output at the open circle, it does give us an output here, so -1 +2 is an ordered pair that is on the graph, so -1 is most definitely part of the domain. That was a question that we had in class. And then here our range goes from -2 to +2. -2 is not included, but +2 is included. -2 is not included as part of the outputs, but +2 is included. So we'll have a few of these on the test. This is finding domains and ranges in interval notation of graphs that are continuous. Remember that continuous is interval notation, and our braces are used when we're writing a list of values from a discrete graph.